Aloha everyone, what is really good my dudes? Today is October 5th, 2020 and we got another RuneScape update for y'all. Today we see the release of a new event, Gielinorian Giving. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the video, let's go.
Cats is the illest. What you talking about, Willis?
Alright guys, Gielinorian Giving is a celebration of World Mental Health Day. It is a 2-week long event starting today and ending on October 18th. First off, representatives of all three of Jagex's charity partners are at the Lumbridge crater, ready to talk about the amazing work they do. As usual, they have some questions for you. Every 2 days, the charity representatives will have new brain teasers for you. If you answer these correctly, you're going to receive some XP lamps as well as traveling artisan patches. And yes, that is right, the traveling artisan event is making a return with this Gielinorian Giving celebration. Those of you who are not familiar with the traveling artisan event from earlier this year, we're going to take a moment to hop into the interface to give you a rundown of basically how it works, what you need to do to participate in the events, and how you can get all the rewards. So let's hop over to the interface and take a look at exactly what that is and what it entails. In the top left, you have the actual artisan of the events, including the artisan's current level and the XP to the next level. Below that is the recipes. Here is where you're going to find the various things that you can make with this event, ranging from cosmetics to other things like skill enhancers and prismatic stars and event mystery boxes. You'll notice a large portion of these will be locked, and in order to unlock them, you have to level up your artisan. In order to do that, you need to complete tasks for them. The very first task you can see here is the Guardian of Fortitude hood. In the middle of the interface, you'll see exactly what is needed to complete that task. At the top, it'll tell you what the task is and how much XP that will give your artisan. Below that is the various different items you'll need to hand in to complete this task. If you hit the Give All button at the bottom, it will hand in all the possible rewards that you have, whether it's in your inventory, in your bank, or your ore bank. You don't need to have them on your person. It will take from any of those and deposit them. It's important to note that you do need to be near the artisan to hand in these ingredients, however. If you do not want to hand in any one of these given ingredients, you can choose to only give artisan patches. This will require more than the already needed number of patches to compensate for the things that you don't turn in. For any of the non-cosmetic rewards like the XP enhancers as well as the prismatic stars and things like that, those can be repeated over and over and over again to not only get the same reward over again, but also get XP for your artisan. It's important to note that when you look at different things, they have different XP amounts for your artisan. So you might want to be strategic in how you choose to complete these if you want to go for the best possible level for your artisan, because all of these have very different items you need to turn in. Some might be easier for you, some might be harder. And as I said, they do give different levels of XP, so you're going to need to take that into consideration, especially if you check to the top left and you see exactly how much XP your artisan needs in order to level up. And that's pretty much all you really need to know for the traveling artisan. For any of the resources that you hand in, you can choose to gather them yourself or obviously go to the GE and purchase them if that's available. And you're going to be earning artisan patches by skilling and killing on a regular basis. So hopefully that helps and you understand exactly how the event works. Got any questions? Just leave them down in the comments below. I'll try my best to help you out. And with that, that covers up everything for the main game update. We're going to shift on over to the patch notes now and see what's been changed with today's update, so let's go ahead and check it out. Starting off with sound, the achievement completion sound is now more subdued and varied. Pet kittens can now make different sounds when summoned. For quests, they remove duplicate text in the quest journal for while Gothic sleeps. The guard is no longer able to block the registrar from returning to the entry room in A Guild of Our Own. Moving on to mobile, they fixed an issue which caused the mirror rotation puzzle during Mourner's End Part 2 to be rendered as a black screen on mobile. Changed the notifications of the mobile chat, and the prismatic dye colors wheel can now be used correctly. Moving on, they fixed a minor typo in Volusia's dialogue during the archaeology tutorial. Next, we have several updates to various ladders. The correct animation will will now display when climbing a ladder in the Cythereid Abbey. You can no longer go up ladders sideways on a lunar isle or in Seer's Village. The ladder climbing animation in the port next to the lunar isle has been corrected. Fixed an issue with the climbing animation on a ladder in Berthorpe. Character now behaves correctly when going up and down the ladder in Draenor Manor. Fixed an issue with the ladder climbing animation in an abandoned house in Varrock. And fixed an issue with ladders in Melzar's Maze. Moving on to some other changes, engine-based improvements have been made to the Mac client to improve stability. An issue that was causing a stalled special attack to trigger an attack from the Essence of Finality without meeting the requirement has been fixed. The spell Fire Urns has been unpluralized to be consistent with other lunar spells. It is no longer possible to walk through the walls by Vindicta in the heart of Gielinor. Santa Claus chat head transparency has been adjusted and fixed. The silver buckle on the left loafer is no longer broken. You are now unable to walk through the rock near the liverwort in Anachronia. Parcel Pete's hat no longer appears to be blue when the graphic settings are set to minimum. The grotesque armor no longer stretches in combat when equipped with a purified two-handed crossbow. The sword icon on the Sacred Clay shield melee no longer appears to hover. The lantern in the Port Sarum jewelry store has been moved away from the window. The emblem on the black skirt H5 now appears correctly when worn. The Orania cave no longer contains flashing lava tiles and holes in the world. Players can no longer walk through the closed doors of certain houses in Narda. The midsection of the Colosseum jacket no longer clips with the circle. Blood Tusk armor has been corrected to make the neck visible. Player titles now display in full on the Hero Interface Summary tab. Fixed an issue with Force Walk tiles in Troll Country. The free cam option has been removed when right-clicking on the map icon when dungeoneering. It's still available right-clicking the compass. You can no longer skip the Nimi Forest loading area using the Surge ability. Magic Notepaper now works on bananas and the Spirit Shield. The Dwarf Multi-Cannon now fires when set up inside Rogue Castle. Using the special attacks of the Staff of Darkness and the Staff of Light now causes the buff/debuff icons to appear on the buff bar. Fire and water lichen pets will now remember their names and growth stages. There was a hole in the floor of West Prifddinas, it's now gone. Added collisions to the bushes in No Maze. Major Mary Rancor's chat head now looks less distorted. The textures of the stone pillars at Uglog have been fixed. Kangali's model is no longer barely visible in the chat box. Fixed an issue where players were unable to claim their reward for the Jack of Trades aura after activating and deactivating either the Maniacal, Reckless, or Berserker auras. Jadinkos no longer get stuck in the vines of overgrown idols. Fixed an issue where the Get Stuffed achievement was obtainable by eating a Boldapas and a Eticat mushroom while still in the boss room after the boss was defeated. The Castaways of the Ark achievement will now properly display a pop-up and a change in rune score. Fixed an issue with the congratulatory message that appears after completing certain skill milestones. You're now able to cast Heal Other spell on characters that take lethal damage. And finally, entering the motto editor in the clan settings and leaving with the escape key no longer disables the option to open chat with the enter key. That is it for your patch notes. Links to everything discussed in this video will be down in the description below. Head on over there, check them out. If you liked the video, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet and you want to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, then hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you watching. I am out. Aloha.